Good evening. I'd like to welcome you to the presentation on the Communication Committee for St. Basil's the Great. My name is Bill Toman, and I am glad to speak to the Pastoral Council today about our committee. I wish I could be there in person, but due to other commitments, wasn't able to juggle my schedule. So using the latest technology of creating a PowerPoint, I hope this presentation will serve as very informational to you. So let's begin. With the members, I'm not going to go through each of the individual names of the committee. We started as 19 and we whittled our way down to these folks that are on this slide. But I want to show you the cross-reference or pollination, if you want to call it, of the different types of disciplines: technical, marketing, business intelligence, graphics, video, rectory representation, as well as the school. This really allowed for this team to work dynamically and accomplish as much as we have, and we aren't even touching the surface yet. So what we set out to do was we created our mission. Our mission, in speaking with Father Gary, is to reach our parishioners who rarely come to church by demonstrating personal and community advantages of engaging with St. Basil's. So share with them the excitement that's going on, the events, the pancake breakfast, the Easter egg hunts, everything that we possibly can, and all the medias that are available: print, web, social media, etc. And I'll speak more about that as I go on with this presentation. We also want to provide a consistent process that allows us as the parish, to market our parish of all the good events and everything that's happening with the ministries that we have here, and show uniformity. One of the things I noticed as a parishioner over the years I've been here is everybody's off doing their own thing. They create their own website, they create their own emails. There's no branding of the parish showing the uniformity. We need to get there in order to show that we are a uniform structure. So we're going to be talking in the future, as we get stronger with our communication strategy, of branding stuff in our website, using our Facebook account, using our YouTube account, using our email domains, and make sure that we're using our color schemes and everything, showing that we are branded. Those of you that are in corporate America, you understand the importance of this. So, or were in corporate America. Moving on. So I want to list some of the accomplishments that we've got in the very short time that we started. What we realized immediately is that we needed to form subgroups that were going to help us to accomplish more quicker. So we created subgroups for graphics, media, marketing, and a technical subgroup, which was like website, social media, and infrastructure, which is more computer related stuff. And even though this committee is called a communication committee, it also has deep roots in the technology that's going to be driven to the school, the church, and to the rectory. Moving on, we launched a new website for the church, the school, the DRE, and the ministries. I hope you all had a chance to go look at it. This is going to be the platform for us to talk about that branding and that uniformity. And as we train more people how to use it, you don't need to be a web designer. If you can create a Microsoft Word document, you can create content on this website. And we're slowly moving towards getting people to understand how to do that. And as we get more and more, content will start flowing. And going back to that mission point, where we can share what are the great things that are happening in this parish, going on to that. We trained a few ministries on how to add their content, like Chris Mauricio. I know she's adding it. We're trying to get with the CWO. The DRE is doing theirs. Mib's doing a little bit of hers. Denise is doing a lot for the school. So we're getting there, but slowly. And Mary, who's part of our committee, she's been doing stuff for the Golden Grades and Women's Fellowships and stuff like that. So the other thing, we established a presence on Facebook and YouTube. And as you know, social media is overtaking the web. It's part of what they call Web 2.0. And at some point in time, communications via email is going to decrease, and more interaction through these social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. We stood away from Twitter because we just don't have the resources to constantly keep up on the tweets. Plus, when you look at our demographics, we don't really have the data to know how many folks are actually using Twitter. I mean, without any advertising, hardly any advertising, we got like 135 fans of our Facebook page, and YouTube is being used for hosting our videos, and we are very fortunate to have Mike, who has a video editing and producing background on our committee. We switched our email platform over to Gmail. This is getting back to that part of that uniformity piece that we're talking about. It also created a lot more stability, great spam filtering, etc. We got an online bulletin, so for those of you like me that did it on Easter Sunday, we ran out of bulletins. I can go online and print mine out. We picked a church management software, and this is going to be very, very important because it's going to allow us to manage our parish efficiently with limited resources and to do it in a more robust way than we ever had. It has modules for DRE, it has tuition, it's going to have online giving. We're going to be able to leverage it so much, and you're going to hear more and more about it, and I could speak probably an hour on it alone, but I won't. That'll be for another time. Created new logos for the branding, and you're seeing that in the presentation here. We began producing some videos, which are out on our YouTube site. Now, one of the things I want to talk about too is that we interface our website with Facebook and YouTube. So if you don't have a Facebook account, and we're posting pictures on the Facebook account, it actually has a feed, and you can look at them on the website. Same with YouTube. Okay, some of the future deliverables that we're looking at is recording homilies. In fact, we started with Easter, and it's up there, those homilies, and those will be very beneficial for people as they go on. As being a Eucharistic minister, some of the folks that I deliver to have asked, can we hear recordings of homilies from Father? So this was like perfect timing. Implementation of my own church. You heard a little bit of Father speaking about that on Sunday for Easter. But it's going to really help us in regards to our census data, knowing who we have, reporting from the rectory, also from the parish side, what they have is for them. They can get their charitable contributions before we have to mail them out. We'll be able to reduce our mail cost, hopefully do a lot more emailing as we get more accurate data of our parishioners. We're going to continue to work with refining Pastoral. Pastoral is that church management systems software. We need to engage more ministries on the parish communication process. So all CYO, everyone, we're going to have to sit down with them and explain to them what we're doing and what we're trying to do. And if we have the Pastoral Council's blessing and understanding, this will help us along. Digital signage. What's that, you're probably saying? Basically, look at this, an LCD in a narthex that's going to be able to do scrolling information for people. It will allow us to change stuff without printing it, less cost, and change it dynamically. And it's a newer technology, and it's eye-catching, and people will look at it. We're looking at projectors for the church. We have the quotes. We can't afford them. I can't remember if it was 20 or 30,000. Father Gary might remember it, but we know that's our long-term range, and we're looking at how we can do that. Some other things is Wi-Fi in the church. Hopefully have that done over the summer, and working with the school and developing their technology plan, as well as implementing voice over IP for the rectory, the school, the church, which will hopefully lower our phone bills cut it by 2/3 and gain functionality. So as you can see, this is a very general overview of what our committee is doing. I wish I was here to answer questions, but I know there's other ministries that are going to be here, and as they hear this message, they'll have an understanding. More to come. If you need to reach me, the best way to reach me, I'll give you my St. Basil's email address. It's btomon@stbasils.org, and I'll be more than happy to answer questions or come again to the Pastoral County Council meeting when my schedule permits. Thanks a lot.